Good morning, this is Bhargav Reddy of APAC Assistance Asia Pacific team. I'm discussing main issues in South Asia. Today it's 22nd of March. Firstly, in India, the situation in Kashmir continues to worsen this week. Two army soldiers were reportedly killed yesterday in two separate grenade attacks in the Sop district. Another encounter between the separatist militants and the security forces in the Bandipora district today. A child has been taken hostage by the militants. The operation to rescue the hostage is ongoing. Security forces could the hostages when the encounter began. Ceasefire violation across the line of control continues with heavy shelling and firing from both sides since the Indian airstrikes on February 27th. Clients are advised to avoid non-essential travel to Kashmir and be aware of the frequent armed encounters and protests in the state. In Bangladesh, students in Dhaka continued their demonstration yesterday at Pragati Sarani in the Basundhara residential area of Dhaka. Students demonstrated by forming a human chain. Students in Rajshahi and Chittagong joined the protests in solidarity with students in Dhaka. Students have threatened to relaunch the protests on Sunday if no concrete steps are taken to ensure road safety by the government. Some students in other areas reportedly blocked the roads and started checking the license and registration of vehicles. Erupted this week after a student was killed by a speeding bus in Dhaka. In Pakistan, China has announced an economic assistance package of $2 billion in loans to offset the depleted foreign exchange reserves. China was not as forthcoming as the other allies of Pakistan in aiding to mitigate the economic crisis. Prime Minister Imran Khan had to make several visits to allied countries including the UAE and Saudi Arabia to seek economic assistance. Pakistan's foreign exchange reserves were down to 6 billion. Countries provided more than 12 billion in aid and 10 billion in oil credit. Pakistan's debt to China of more than 60 billion has been a concern, which proved to be a challenge even in their failed negotiations with the IMF for economic assistance. Please check us out at www.apacassistance.com, where you can buy our advisories, alerts and assessments on a pay-for-view basis, or email us at info@apacassistance.com to inquire about our East Asia Pacific or South Asia risk management